Uma ngibuza manje ukuthi ngike ngasebenza, I've never had a job. I still think umphakathi mina. Ngiyabelieve emphakathini because I've never had a job empilweni yami since ngasupport abantu baseKasilam. I'm proud of Ekurhuleni, not only Ekurhuleni but mainly it's Ekurhuleni that took me out there. Ukuthi amanye ama provinces angazi even international leyo ke angeke ngisakhuluma okuningi, but every year nya international. There's a company I play for, it's a big company in the country.
DJ Swoo Live presents. Welcome to DJ Swoo, guys. You do know I document the industry, I document people I came up with in the industry, and that's a guest I have here today. First up, go straight to that shop sign, click that, and then click the subscription button so the community gets to grow. And then let me let you know that I've got a brother here that I started DJing back in the day. I started DJing. I remember I used to do competitions called the Vinyl Experience Meltdown that DJ Fresh used to host at YFM. And he used to have a competition of all young DJs coming to compete and mix. And back in those days, we used to mix on vinyls. And the era evolved into CDs, and obviously the era now is on USBs and Serato and everything else, right? But there's just been people who have been a part of this culture, and I feel every generation plays its role to pass on the baton to the next generation. Just like there can be Amapiano now, there was Gqom before Amapiano, there was Kwaito before Gqom, there was disco music way before Kwaito. And other people even argue, old school cats, Amakrutman, they say, no, Tala Amapiano khona. I mean, what was LM Jam? What was Umtuno Lindelani back in the day? Bashai piano na was speaking Ramakrutman. You know, Bashali quite less soft. Ukali piano strong. And that's what I love about every generation. They write their own story, they write their own history, and they define their own sound. And here I'm sitting with a musician, a producer, a DJ, an entrepreneur, and he's also a father. And I think the elephant in the room is that, yes, Babaga Lady too. Let's get that out of the way. Nah. But he's here for his own career because Nyamkava mina. He's not here ngizombuza ngolady, no. We are here to catch up. Tala saqedana. Tala kudlala nezinja zami abosiqo, abokoti, abobonde, rest in peace. Kabzela, rest in peace. Amachita panje baba shayinambe YFM for back in the day. DJ Choc shakunjani.
Super baba, super.
Otherwise,
I know. Happy nje ukuthi ngibe nawe eqala nje. Nokuthi nje ngithola le opportunity ukuthi ke asike sizokhuluma edala sagcina nama.
No, nami ngijabulile mina ukuthi ngikhumbule ngikhumbuzo ukuthi ya trenda no.
Yes.
Now trenda no the last trenda ngo lady do. Whatever you're trending for akusindaba zama ngizingeni lezo. But at the back of my mind I'm like dala kamcina uChoko. And then I also kind of felt in my mind ukuthi incosi zethu ezihlobele zikhula. They don't know what we've done back in the day. So I kind of felt nothing ukulethe. Intwana zamanje mele zazi ukuthi no now usishayile ispan sakho nespan sakho self.
Ngisasipusha kwamanje. Njengoba nawo usasipusha ngisasipusha kwamanje. You know thina we had a chance manje sizama ukupusha laba abanye that are up and coming kuthi nabo babe sharp and not wonke umuntu ufuna ukwenza amapiano. So it's like mina ngena ngapha ngena kumbhaqanga ngingena ku Afro pop, R&B, yonke into, because you know thina we not spoiled DJs. We used to play for 8 hours. DJ one baba DJ Swoo is just DJ Swoo, not the whole lineup le abayenzayo manje. Thina used to play from R&B to house. Uphume lapha nje uzwile ukuthi you know what bel DJ lapho DJ list okufela from 6 to 6 a.m.
And Tingibeka ngithi I was one of the lucky people who was blessed enough to see you now yemakiki enovanda already do.
Yeah,
so mine nangizochaza ukuthi ano ingcosi yami le ngangiyifaka endaweni angigelezisa ukudlala, and I'm very proud of what you've done because at some point Lady Do used to come with me slef school visits such as spanning a foundation yami sivayikela sikhuthaza ingcosi zesikela sesemncane akhula ukuthi brasibusise ucela ukuhamba nani simotivate ingcosi zesikela. So I've seen her come up, I've seen her journey, but I've also been one of the people obenenhlanhla ukubona umkhulise game nombambe ngesandla. So I think for me anything that is the most important thing emhlabeni empilweni yami khona manje ukuba i-timer and ukuba a successful timer. So ukubona ingcosi yakho is successful, I'm proud of you, and I just wanted to say congratulations.
Thank you very much. You know ukuthi thina ukuthi singene ku-industry sibhedle kanjani wena you know better. Singene we've battled, so asifuna abantwana bethu go through what we went through, because at least thina sesinalo ulwazi. So siyalidlulisa. You know, my whole family ke mina ngibayenzela DJs and the uncle to lady to naye sisapusha kwamanje. You understand? Naye ngiyabatshela ngithi, you know guys, empower other guys, because you know lento le uhamba naye emhlabeni manje awazi ukuthi ulasta kangakanani, awazi kuzoyenzakalani.
Mina ngifuna ukucava ukuthi uphuma va ukhulele va story sakho sithini. Mina ngiphume kuruleni eThembisa.
Mina ngizele Vosloo vele. Ngikhulele khona konke ngikwenzele Vosloo. Ngifundele khona ama civic center kula ngicale khona ukudj, which was 1986. Abanye bebangakazalwa abaningi. So ngacala lapho kunama 6 to 6 kujive nje ama civic center, and then I grew. My dad had a club in 1987, the first club Vosloo. So bekamdala bekayintanga yami ngaso isikhathi.
Lokuyinigama la
Choc's place. So it was the first big club ngale Vosloo. We had one Easy by Night. They were friends and the owner, so he decided to open his own, and he didn't understand the music as much as Nite. We had music besodlala manje. The new generation is in something new, so he didn't understand. So I used to, when he paid me being humble music, that's how I learned music. Uthi ukuba proper, udlala music proper wenza njani. He never believed in the imported vinyls. He said they were expensive for one song. Ngafundisa, and I made this club big because I was the DJ lapho, and that's when the house started. House ingene ngaso sikhathi in the country. So I'm one of the first people ukuthi hambe. There was Hillport Record Center, you can listen. So I used to buy. Yes. House Afrika. Yes. House Afrika was then called Mega Tracks.
Yes.
Louis Porter. Yes. 232. I still remember the address. It was called Mega Tracks. That's when it started, and then later I changed it to House Afrika. But I pushed it club yasekhaya music. That's when I started my own collection, because when my dad used to pay me, instead of going to spend money on other things, I went and bought those. Even it was 2 or 3 vinyls every weekend, but it worked because I made sure that I chose the best ones. That's how I started my own collection in music. Up to now, I'm still collecting, but well, we've gone digital now. Akusafani nakudala. I can't even show you my ingoma enginazo, but I still collect, and I still get promos from the big companies, international companies, because they know ukuthi I've pushed music. Vosloo mabacala nabo SS Castle Loud, because ngibe nenhlanhla ukuthi ngathola ama contracts Castle Loud ke mina ngiba uDJ, ngibe carpenter, ngibe welder. I started the business of designer speaker. I proposed to SAP. They were very impressed because it was something ebengayenziwa umuntu in the country, and I started designing ama-truck wabo we-brewery. Njengoba ngisho ngithi ngiba carpenter, ngibe welder, yangibangibiza ngama-MacGyver abanye. Yes.
Mechanical.
Yes, ngiyakenika nje, yeah. So weekdays, that's what into engikhulisile yiyo. In fact, engikhulisile nangoku-DJ, so I could afford music, because music was expensive. Yeah. You know, you used to buy one song for 100 rands. Yeah, so per set yakho, we had 4-hour sets, so you needed like vinyls was 4,000. So, and you needed to be up to date all the time, because akunakuthi udlala cassette or tape it over. People must see those vinyls laphayana. You understand? It was nice because I feel music then bosinikeza a skill. In fact, DJ nje bokuyiskill. You know, it was nice seeing people watching you wenza into zakho bafuna ukubona ukuthi ivinyl libamba kanjani uphusha kanjani ngelinye ilanga liyajumpa. It was nice. Yeah. Scratch alihlaze awazi ukuthi wenze njani or kunento kuphazamisayo nje mawungekho right emqondweni you wouldn't mix well. You understand? But it's what we all went through and we made it, I would say so. You know what, we thank the Lord ukuthi at least isikhonile ukukhulisa ingane senze yonke into yazi kumnandi kanjani. Uma ungangibuza manje ukuthi ngeke ngasebenza, I've never had a job. I still thank umphakathi mina. I believe emphakathini because I've never had a job empilweni yami since ngasupport abantu baseKasilam. I'm proud of Ekurhuleni, not only Ekurhuleni but mainly it's Ekurhuleni that took me out there. Ukuthi amanye ama provinces angazi even international leyo ke angeke ngisakhuluma okuningi but every year international there's a company I play for. It's a big company in the country. I still do it even this year. Every January I go anywhere in the world. So that's Choc. That is Choc.
Most yama time when you've been a Grootman to me again,
Yes,
as
yes.
much as you know, we came up together. And it's beautiful. You've been a successful father, and it inspires me. But most yabazali asifuni ingane zethu zingene ku entertainment industry. From ingozi zakho sesezincane, what made you feel ukuthi ungazigelezisa i-entertainment i-game because i-game yethu yazi akusi i-game abazali ababhaya abafuni ingozi zabo zingene ngayi
iqiniso lelo futhi you know uDudu like Lady do ngamfundisa under 10 ukudlala wakwazi ukudlala ngaphuma naye kusane castle loud ngaphuma naye twice or thrice mara ngathi you know what angeke umntanami abe famous angakwazi ukuthi present. I said to her, you know what, now we stop. Uye esikolweni uyoqeda isikolo before siqhubeka. I made sure ukuthi uye esikolweni wenza matric uyaqhubeka. She even went overseas uqhubeka ngesikolo. La mntana unama degrees. Ya ufundile. Akafundanga kakhulu mara unezinto eziserious she can fall back on. Yeah, she went overseas for over 4 years. Afunda and waba nenhlanhla wa trainer usisika with Houston, Telma Houston. La beka khona eAmerica. So waba naye they were in the same school. I don't know if she was a teacher or in but she wafunda nje into eningi. I can't even mention ukuthi nje asekhona life ngamtshela you know mawufuna ukuba artist kumele ukwazi ukuthi uzikhulumele. You understand? So uma ungakwazi ukuthi presenter angeke last. You need to have something futhi or ezokwenza busy because what is sometimes uzitshela ukuthi I'm gonna score this year kuvela umunye umuntu ascore ukudlula wena. In fact aphazamisa into yakho wena uzitshela ukuthi I'm sure about this one and maybe it's your second one. Especially mawusaqala ke ku West was the marketing is costly and obviously I was trying to save money. Yeah. Because I knew what it costs. I just we didn't have social media, which has made things easier, manje. But you had to drive to Durban, drive to Nelspruit, to you submit to music, make sure your song is played. It will cost more money.
If there's people I used to see backstage with their children in this entertainment industry in South Africa, it was the Grootman, the 999, no Owami, and my backstage, and then it was DJ Choc. DJ Choc used to always have Lady Do around him, you know, and it's always, you know, as when you watch overseas stories like the Williams sisters, their father was there. When you watch Asha, his mother was a momager at some point. When you watch a lot of the Amapiano, a lot of the successful people It's people who are supported by their parents from Nabasese Banglan. And us as parents, I think we need to nurture something that we see within a potential engane zethu. Singafuna ukuphila impilo zethu through ingane zethu ukuthi just because mina zangikhona ukuba DJ empilweni yami, mele ngiforce ukuthi
no.
Marmele I think identify ama-talents wabonayo anawo yena sesemncane bese uyawanechara encourage
to mina kwelami side what I would say okay, I didn't have a choice in some days because I've been a single parent. That girl ukhuliswe him from under 10 years. I've been a single parent and I never had a wife. Ngibe nenkosikazi sekana 21. Uba nenkosikazi, I made sure bengihlala nabo by 2. The younger brother naye, so I made sure ukuthi yonke into yakhe right. That's why mase sengicela ukuba busy, I had to make sure ukuthi we are overseas just ukuthi abe safe as intombazana. And I'm still proud of her because you know the first boyfriend ngiyazi under 21 and I was popular then. People used to report ama movements wakhe. She's never drank. She was the most behaved girl. And she made me proud. That's why in some nights I didn't have a choice. I had to take her with because akunamuntu ozosala naye endlini. Maybe umama lo osincedayo has gone home December yonke lento le. So I had no choice as a single parent. I had to make sure ukuthi safe as a girl, especially masakana about 16. That's when I had to make sure ukuthi ngifaka yonke into yami kuye
plus mood and yazi entertainment nabantomazana
and manje angiyazi sibuda inkinga yethu yini umntana kasibuda umntana kasibuda yo so wonke umuntu yonke into nanyana ngathi naye senejiji anyana ithi so another thing that I made sure ukuthi angimthandisi izinto but akashoti ngento azidinga outing. If there's one thing that I've made sure ukuthi about that, I tried my best. Even angeke ukhona afford yonke into, but I tried my best ukuthi aka rely outing because I knew ukuthi nathi sinjani kwesinye isikhathi uyabona uyazi ukuthi amadoda njengathatha advantage, especially the local boys nje ukuthi hayi umntana ka Choc lo hayi samuthi kancane or nayi golf 6 or what sengiyamthatha. So she always had imoto entshanyana ukuthi angastaki firstly intombazana and bengazuli. I made sure she had the best toys endlini, like your computer akwazi ukuthi ayenze music, and she was a great dancer, very great dancer. There was this program called yes this girl with boom Chika. Yes, when it started, that shadow is Lady too.
Oh,
let's just tunes. That girl. That's translated to Majivan, and I'm totally choreographer from Soweto. I won't mention names because I'm cool manch. But I'm totally choreographer as a men's show which we are as in Tayenza. Joba was jive proper for abantu. So I'm a choreographer for about a year. Actually, head dancers even now. From then. He loved choreographer now, afunda now, from that choreographer. So I'm a dancer that she's still using now. Because sometimes when I showed abantu around here, but I think ufundiswe now because I used to support her cool every morning. You have to go. She was working for me then. But ngathi usibu sihamba sesikolweni ngithi anytime my girl, all right, petrol yonke that hayi mnandi, then should come.
Tutu Uputis is so proud of you, hey? Yeah, and you have not come here you have not come here since you've been famous. I want you here so that you can celebrate. I'm so proud of you, Tutu. I'm so proud of you, and that's why I also had to bring you here, Choc, to also just celebrate you, my brother, and being a good father. Because abanye bethi impilo zethu asifani, we chase different things. There's other people, when you are successful, I believe the most important thing, like if you are successful in parenting, I think that's the most important thing. You are successful in everything else. It might not be other things, department, department parenting. And I always look at people who've parented well. for me, they are my role models. I mean, I follow Ikrotman Upramax Maponyane since it's the same time. You know, all the way to today, maps and how he's come up. For me, the props actually go to the father instead of Umabs. Umabs, I love what he does and I respect him, but I respect the father more because for him to turn out like that, you can see to Puma Mzini. So everyone who's parented well since Mumzali, I always want to congratulate them, and I want you to know we celebrate you for good fatherhood, my brother.
That's one of the reasons I'm thanking you, because what you guys were doing, not to go because I taught her. She knew what she could be my only girl, but even people around her, we used to take care of them. I used to make sure we have fundis abangani bakhe into a right. So, and she, you know what, she'd go out of her way to go and help another girl. And abantu abaningi bebafundele batupuli because she wouldn't let a guy clap intombazana. She wouldn't let it. She would fight for that girl. Alina leyo ndoda leyo. Yeah, angikholisa ubaba phela ngibona unobuthombo inyanga. So ngalo vele. So they would know ukuthi umfana nje wathi nje udonsa intombazana rafu ududu uzongena esikolweni. Athi ngeke uzongamane udonsa mina. So into njengalezo besingichaza kabi. Esikolweni nje besingibizela ukuthi she had a fight with this guy because this guy udonsa le ntombazana. Ngithi okay guys, yes, I'm here ngizomxolisela kodwa I think wenza into right, but you didn't have to fight with the guy. You know what, into enhle leyo. But njengoba ngisho ngithi yonke ama-menas wakhe amaningi ucontributile now ukumkhulisa, because labo umisa khona bomisa entweni ezi-right.
Yeah, no,
yes, and I think uyazi ukuthi not even once
angaze ngizinto yeah. That's why I'm very proud of it as a
yes, because you know what, I used to make sure isonto wayisoyima esontweni ngawuze ngamenza wafundisa ama-Sunday class. Bekayiswa yimi ngilalele esontweni ngibuye ngo-6 kuyo-DJ ngimtshela ngithi mntanami ngamane ngazumeka esontweni but enkonzweni kula siyakhona. So I used to take her to church. You know what, ukuvala ispace kamama kunzima as ubaba, that you know. Yo, but
actually it's interesting because at some point I think Rotmano Arthur 999 once told me good he was a single dad for many years. But let's come back to the current projects that you're busy with. Uchunani no?
Ngine Mazayon ngithathe a group yamazayoni abomakhelwane bakudala basekhaya whom I thought bayakwazi ukucula and vele bayakwazi ukucula ngabathatha izayoni ngathi let me just do something new. Ngifakele umazayoni ama-instrument, you know, by a cappella amazayoni, and I did that year before last, and I think it's working. Manje presently I'm busy Mtekala, you know, they broke up no Shui. So that project yeah, that whole group Ushui left them. He was the lead singer, but I don't know if I should say fortunately or unfortunately Mtekala got someone that sings like Shui, who is a new artist. So he came to me put his season, and we asked, you know, maskona siyasiza lapho because sebasele manje kuyalena ile ngathi no guys, I've got a studio, come mizani, but angiyo yenza lento nijwayele kuyenza ngibe deep, ngizoyenza ukuthi wonke umuntu akhona ukuyi-understand. Angifuni ukuthi nibe la benikhona nisino DJ manje. Your production has to differ from your original, but I'll still stick to your traditional music. Kodwa ngizanithi kancane. So I did 6 songs for them. The first one we posted yavele trend. In 4 days namanje we've got over 200,000 views. We just released the songs on Friday, but I'm busy with the album, completing the album by this month, and the album, those people, they still want hard copies. So hey, I thought mina ngale 6 ngiqedile.
Sesele market la.
Yo, sesele market day. as my page iligijima kakhulu, people bafuna, they know mina there's a place where I make USBs. So just for marketing, and there's people that sell them. Like there's we've sold over 5,000 copies on my USB.
Is it?
Yes.
And then USB one you buy Samalin?
About 150.
Wow.
It's proper. It's
You've
got a
sold
cover.
over 5,000 USBs?
Yes.
Ningomezi ingaki?
Ningomezi 12.
Wow. Oh, like as an album.
As an album, and it's got a cover. It's got all the info like a CD.
Because there's still the market.
There's still the market.
Actually, even USBs. Everybody plays USBs.
Yes.
Oh.
So new cars, as in, see, like these guys, I won't mention Kamale company. There's a company when you going to buy the new car, you're gonna get the music long piece now, man. That album, that car will automatically come with the album. It's part of the deal that I got. Njobaba trendy in these few days. So there's a company, very Tando Amazulu, so they're supporting me fully. When you buy the new car, or they told an album like
that is incredible.
Yes,
and that's
yes.
a dope thing. Good, you've pulled off a deal like that.
Yes, yes.
Because
yes. And then they've got cars also as a fucking USB where angazi music ungena nge-Bluetooth. I don't know, they said it's new, their latest cars, but still the music will be on those cars.
What do you think of the state of the music industry, Mzansi?
I think we've got too many producers, but I'm not complaining. The competition is good, Mara. People are just focusing on one genre, and it's killing the other genres. And I see a lot of artists babalega, and I don't think correct, because you must stick to what you know. And these young boys, Bayans enjoyable, they're very good. They are I've tried. I've also tried Uba join, but I've advised the big guys. These boys, when they started, I've supported them. 2016, they're very Jazzy Q Tumelo, they call him Tumelo. Yeah, una Samuela ashile bantwini ukuthi umithe kanjani, because bebayenza ama-instrumentals and then I advised, I said, guys, instrumentals don't work, and I know you guys push your music via social media. You still need something ezoyenza umuntu akhumbule leyo ngoma, because mako instrumental uzoyikhumbula kanjani umuntu ingoma. So ngathi kuye man, take obvious nami ngizamela nomntanami, because uyena Jazzy Q is a son to my partner. So ngizamela umntanami nami umsebenzi, ngisho siyabaphandela masithola ichance. Ngathi guys, when your beats are nice, mangadibana nalo muntu, she's a dancer and she can sing, but indlela acula ngayo is unique. You understand? Ngamtshela ngathi angalandeli umuntu oculayo, let her come with her own style. No matter how long it takes, but we'll make sure ukuthi abantu basijwayele isitayela sakhe. What, okay, wavuma kodwa ke kwabona lento ukuthi mina ngumntana kabani nami ngumntana kabani, baqhomelana until badibana ngo-2019, and bathi mabadibana their first song yavele yaphuma bayenza 3, they never stop ke, because manje angazi ke this generation yamanje abawunikeza music wabo i-chance. I told you Amazayon, since last year, there's only one song that has been playing on radio. People still like it. Only last month, in fact, a second single. Only last month. It's a year. But it works. It works. You know what? The sound engineer, yes.
Amapiano,
yeah, you know what? Kyahanjwa marakhanjwa kakhulu ukuthi kuze kushiwe okumnandi emuva. Umuntu abulale his or her own hit. Ayibulale yena self because release too soon. It's
guys, I think sometimes we make I've done that mistake a lot of times where you've got a song that's buzzing. That's catching a buzz on radio, it's hitting the streets. Radio is loving it, you're getting good spins, people are loving the songs and it's climbing. And then some songs even becomes a hit. You've got a hit. And then you want to quickly release the next single. And then bese abantu ba concentrate manje kuleyo zama ukuyikhipha entsha bese leyana ususi focus uyibhekisa ngapha it dies down. That happens.
Yes, it happens. It happens a lot, and abayiboni bona ngisho bona ba check ama numbers wabo ukuthi ama followers, ba believer ku social media kakhulu. Thina sa believer ukuthi ingoma mayilast noma produce ingoma wenze something ezolast. Sometimes it takes time ukuthi umuntu I enjoy, but uyezwa umsebenzi. I heard your latest song. There's work done there. There's people that there's akuna shortcut lapha yana. You can actually hear ukuthi kunabantu abakwazi ukudlala, professionals, because I mean those people abaningi abasena umsebenzi. You get the best bass player yakutshela ukuthi ngisebenza once in 2 months or magne live what, and those are artists. Those are proper artists.
What is the right time to give a song umoya or umphefumulo ukuthi run and then to come in with the next song?
Me, I would say depending on the hitter and how much people like it. I would say 6 months.
Okay.
And also on your marketing. Because not everyone listens to radio, and people listen to different radios, and they watch different channels on TV, so you can't expect ukuthi ingoma yakho ngoba idume ekoruleni umuntu osenel spray uyayazi or 7 uyayazi. You still have to market, make sure ukuthi labo bantu bayayazi ingoma yakho. Yes,
that's why ngichaza intwana zanoza ipush social media.
Ipush kakhulu. Yes, siyayiphusha manje, siyamarket mayiqale ithi market the second one. Akunankinga, they're hard workers. I think that's what broke Amapiano. Ukuthi these guys are hard workers, and the unity in them, that's the one thing that I like. After my incident with my daughter, I called 2 boys. They didn't take my calls, and actually instead of being cross with them, because babonisa ukuthi basesayidini lo mntanami always bomntanami angeke exchange noma ngaba ihlanya noma ngathiwa kwenzakalani naye noma ngathiwa uyohlala umntanami. Well, it was too soon mangibafonela because I was busy with them. Ngaba ngibanceda nga something. They never took my calls, but ngabathumela message ngathi ngiyabonga, because lento ibonisa unity kini ukuthi you guys support each other, which is a good thing. And I know ukuthi vele mabasaqala ukufaka la mapiano indawo eziningi bezibavalela, because there was amanye amajandra alone bezibavalela. That's why I even advised laba abanye abakhulu ukuthi guys, put vocals, sizabona, we'll try lena athi sikwazi ukudlala ingoma zeni for abantu abakhulile, because some of you guys ingoma zeni is proper, but the vocals, we need the vocals. Artists kakhulu ngokucula. Yes, we are producers. Our producers are always behind the scenes, but the artists ngokuvela ebantwini. So ingoma mayidlala bo DJ kuphela, yes kuzoba mnandi kube mnandi, mara bazo-identify kanjani abantu obebayimamele lo ngoma le. So they took my advice, and yonke into yavele yabashala. So I like them, bayasupportana. You go to their events, you will find, you book 6, you'll find 4 more abazile, but no, sizele kuzosupporta lo, we can play. We'll play for free. Just to support lo ukuthi into yakhe ibe right. That's what I like this generation Amapiano, and the hip hop nayo ikhona lapho kancane, noma sebathe ukubaleka kancane, but bayahlangana, ngiyababona bayahlangana manje nabantu be hip hop, and sebahlanganisa namanye amajandra, which is gonna make Amapiano last, because if as soon as kuba namanye amajandra angenayo la kumapiano, like abantu abashaya umbhacanga, gospel, yonke le, then sustain the genre.
International.
Yes, I know it is.
It's opening a lot of doors for a lot of people.
Actually, ngasho nje singibeka nje qinisa ukuthi ule dudume ngale before ngapha, but
serious?
Yes. Yes, there's something enye engiyenzayo labantu bangale be-Apple, so but ngi-broadcastela from the country. So as soon as abakuleya billboard yase New York, that's when abantu bami babamthatha serious kakhulu. Bebamthatha serious bese seku-right bese kanama-hit ayi-2. But as soon as abakuleya billboard, that's when yonke into iyaqala.
Sinjalo ngayiyeka.
Yeah, injalo. Serious. Yes, kuthi hayi owami wasekasilamu yonke lento. So ibe kanjalo futhi.
No bengithi ngiyabonga kakhulu ukuthi uzongishayela around.
Ngiyabonga ukuthi mamela ngijabulile mina, ngijabule kakhulu. You know, I think into ezinje we need abantu fana abayang, they need to know ukuthi yazi akukho easy and sesikhuthaza nabazali ukuthi yes ababavumela abantwana noma gadgets wonke umntwana kumele abe khona, but still isikolo bangasikhohlwa because it's important. Because just now uzangingenela ngalesilungu sakhe serious ngixake ngazi ukuthi ngizophendula thini ngisihlaze yonke lento leyo. So you need to be able ukuthi uzipresent, ukhona ukupropose, ukwazi ukwenza whatever ezokwenza ukuthi ibusiness yakhe ibe right, because ungaba famous ube artist but still business. It's still business. So if I was ukusayina or ukubheka amaform, you sign wrong contracts, you will mess up. So it's very important ukuthi kube nesikolo, abazali bagada abantwana babo, and then kube nomthetho. Yes, masesekazi mele uzimele, yeah, whatever yenzayo kodwa masesekakhulile. Mara the upbringing, you must make sure ukuthi umntwana wenza izinto right. Ungamvumeli at 16 sekakutshela ukuthi DJ clubbing. I never let my daughter do that. That's why I stopped her ngathi until you finish school, until ngithi manje now unama diploma at least or then uzoba right. And you know, njengoba ngishilo ukuthi I was a single parent, sometimes I had to buy ukuthi I understand le nto engishoyo ukuthi aphume nje angacabanga nama out. Njengoba ngisho ngithi ama toys she always had, noma nemoto la mntana loyo bekathela full tank e1 inyanga yonke, abe ne latest car bengazuli. You just go to work nakhona sebenzele mina managing. She's multi-talented. That girl can drive a forklift, she can mechanic, she knows every part of motor. That's why she's got a lot of things to fall back to, because ufundile ngingayenza sure ukuthi uba nomthetho abe nezinto ukuthi masesekathi uyi-artist makungathi kuba slow nyana une backup ngapha. So it's very important.
Ladies and gentlemen, they call it intentional parenting. I hope we learn. We also learn from other people that are walking their own journey. No one is an expert in this life thing. We all make mistakes, we all learn, we all do better. But if there is the most important thing that I believe we are here for on earth, is to procreate, to build a family unit, and to bring up our offsprings the best way we can. If you've fathered well, if you've mothered well, if you've parented well, I believe it's the biggest achievement you can ever achieve as a human being here on earth. That was DJ Choc, and just Uivala, your last words to the people out there. I'm a DJ, I'm a producer, future artist, potential out there.
My faith to Sebenzana. All I can say is Sebenzana. And ngicela kunifundisa something. Umsebenzi awuzi uyahamba uyawufunda. And don't copy abanye abantu. Yes, you can copy us, kulile, but don't copy abanye abantu. Try and come up with something something unique in order to make it. I just said something that has never been done before. Baningakhumbula ama-hit kaSibu waqala. Wathatha into ebesithi thina it's only a certain kind of people that were listening to that kind of music. Wayenza hit enkulu. Wayithatha lento because it was a unique song. The song was unique, so try and come up with isn't it original, and then you're gonna make it. You're gonna make it. Then kopani and then I like the unity in you guys, but I'm very happy with you guys in Sebenza, but for me and Sebenza that hard as we did, Tina. Just put the skill in the DJing yonke into, you know, you look at Black Coffee, iskill esimbekela esimbeke khona. It's not to DJ, everyone can DJ, can mix a song, but because Black Coffee nama effects awayenzayo une skill asifakayo enwathi ukuthi umuntu onayo ingoma endlini angayizwa isound the same as lena endlini, because it's just a waste of time then. So makayizwa different uyazi ukuthi yeah isiwe sethi uyo mamela lo DJ. So
and then how does the future look like for DJ Choc?
Hey, DJ Choc, you know, is behind the scenes. I like being behind the scenes, even though ngivezwa izinto engizenzayo. I've even asked my daughter ukuthi angashesha batshela abantu ukuthi umntana ngabani. It took time. She had pressure. After almost a year to me, it's only then people knew ukuthi babakho bani.
Bengisasho same thing go Robot Boy ngithi ngichaza ukuthi uzibuildile self khana abantu bacava ukuthi incosi kamzwakhe.
Yes, yeah, amtshela ukuthi abamazi ngeskill sakhe bangathi bangamenzela ama favor ukuthi umntana eGrootman cala njoba ngisho ngithi, you know, she never said uSibungu ngicela uyowathi ngicela ukuhamba noSibungu, and I was very strict but when it comes to into any outing ngaphakathi, but I knew ukuthi unomthetho ke la mntwana, so I let her do that. Ngambuza ukuthi nenzani lapha, wathi that's a motivator inini, ngathi it's a good thing. Anytime just tell me wena ukuthi niyanini ngizokunika off emsebenzini.
Hayi incosi zami zonke bayazi ngibakhulisile bona.
But
ngiyancane bhuti wami, and I just had to celebrate you. And I also just had to let the new generation that follow me know ukuthi the most important thing is parenting than anything else. And umuntu nomina, I mean I also once heard Ice Cube asho kanjalo ukuthi but wawufaka incosi yakho lapha kule movie lana straight out of Compton, athi mele ngifake incosi kabani kanti why ngisebenza hard, sebenzela abantu, sebenzela ukuthi incosi yami kube easier for yona. So ngiyabonga. Ladies and gents, DJ Choc. Fire umlilo.
Fire. Sure.
The only cool trick emhlabeni nayivula yakuthandazela ithi I'll see you on the next video. DJ School Live presents